Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Friday morning's Messages of Love from Above. Excuse me, and I'm excited to get into the readings. But before we do that, I do want to send love out to the world. And if you'd like to join me in doing that, of course, I welcome that. Whether you're watching live or on replay, we can join together outside of space and time and send the love out to the world. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now. We just let that love flow down into our heart and fill us up and then overflow out to the world. Just feel it circling the globe, touching every heart, bringing us higher and higher and higher in our love vibration, closer to that beautiful unconditional love. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love in this moment for your heart, your mind, your body, for a loved one, a relationship, a situation, whatever it may be, we send love to you right now as well. You can just take that in like a giant, giant sponge or a giant tree, taking in the sunlight from the sun. Let it absorb into your being, flow through you, and do what it's wanting to do today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and allowing me the space for that. And before we get into the readings, I do want to make sure everyone knows I do have memberships that are currently available. And tonight, I'm going to do it after my evening session. I'm going to do my first weekly drawing, and these are for members only, the weekly ones. But if you watch the video, and if you like it, hit the like button, of course. And then if you comment, whether you become a member or not, you'll be included in the month end drawing. So members get a weekly drawing, but non-members and members are included in a month end drawing as well. So if you want to check it out, it'll tell you everything around memberships. Um, and a big shout out. I have 9 members so far, so only 21 more to go before I hit this. My goal is to get 30 by a certain date that's mentioned in the video, and then I get a special gift from YouTube, which then I'm going to be giving away extra stuff as well. So it's a win-win, right? So that is the information on that. So be sure to check it out. There's a big thank you to everyone for all the support you've given me over this last year. I've almost been doing lives for almost a year. I think it was August 16th of last year I was noticing. So I'm like, I can't believe it's been a year already. And a lot of you been there since the beginning and have supported in so many ways. And I really appreciate that. Which is why I also like to give to my um, everyone with a weekly drawing, which I have on Mondays. This is the video. Tuesdays, I'll put out a video announcing what I'm giving away to all of my subscribers. And it's a drawing, and you can just watch the video. It tells you how to get into that one. So there's a couple ways you could win this month here. And then, of course, each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. That's one of the free things I offer, and this one is for this week is how can I transform my lack? It was pretty cool. And there's when you're at praying mantis level, you get advanced viewing of like the next pick a card is already available for praying mantis members. And then also I have a take 10 with Zen. Um, um, sorry, I didn't grab the new one here. New Take 10 with Zen, which is a weekly video that is sorry, I can't do two things at once all the time here. Let me grab this here because this one was about heartbreak. Um, and Last week's was heartache. And so there is a difference between the two. And let me just get this updated here. But the praying mantis, they actually also get advance warning, not advance warning, but advance access to the new videos of those too. So you get them a week ahead of time. All right, got it here. I didn't this one just came out this morning. So to everyone, so I didn't have that in my little cheat sheet here. All right. So those are the big things that are coming in. And as I mentioned, the chat did disappear. Some people, like not all of it, just some of it disappeared. But do not be afraid. I did have it captured. And so we are good there. And I'm just going to screen capture the new ones that came in so I can have those. And then just going to get the desktop all set up here and we'll get into the readings. I will be um, at 12:55 I'll be bugging out of this one because I do have after each of my nightly and the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning lives, I actually have a member only one for praying mantis level and up that free readings and so everyone gets to that's a member gets to do those too. So a lot of good stuff. I am excited for what we're going to be able to do. It's a way to go even higher to a new level, both with me and with Spirit. And so I like that we're offering that. And on Sunday evenings at 6 p.m., we also have going to start a live Q&A with the praying mantis and above, which gets to know me a little more. You can ask me any questions about myself, about spirit, and it's more conversational. It's not readings. It's just getting to know each other and knowing spirit. And so I love that too. So some fun stuff. And that is what we have for now. So we will jump in. And if you're new to these readings or new to my channel, welcome. First of all, we've got a great group of people, wonderful soul family with huge hearts and great senses of humor too. And excuse me, and how the free readings work is I do go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. If you don't want to put your business out there, you don't have to. You can just ask for a general reading or guidance. Spirit knows what you want. And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I prioritize those readings and step out of the free readings. I dive deeper into those as well. And then once I'm done, I return back, continue down the list. Like I said, I'm on for about 2 hours for these free sessions. And then, um, and then like I said, I jump into the other member only. What was I going to say? Oh, so I'm going to be on the for the. I usually can get through a lot of free readings, but if you want to make sure that I get to yours, a donation of any kind, any amount, does prioritize those readings. I don't look for a certain dollar amount because I know everyone's finances range from day to day, person to person, country to country, moon to moon, planet to planet, wherever we're from, and so whatever you give, I know is from the heart. You can use the super chat down below. Also in the pinned comment up above and the description box of the video, I do have my Venmo, my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Square as well. So whatever you, whichever way you want to give, you can. So that's it. Blah, blah, blah. And we are done. All right, everybody. So I don't have any donations at this point. So we're going to start with the screen capture that I had. And Keel, you were first up. And so you're saying that you're having some crazy dreams multiple times. And what is its message? What is it trying to tell you? All right. Well, let's take a look here and see what we've got here. So, what do they want to tell you? What is the message that's coming in through these dreams? So, it looks like here it has to do with your self worth and how you perceive yourself in relationship to the outside world. I feel like this Three of Pentacles is you, the artist, and the people that we are concerned about that will, reject us or pull back their support of us. And so, Spirit's basically wanting you to focus in on being true to your authentic self. The Ace of Pentacles is this too, is in your pursuit of your self-worth, but we're taught to look at our self-worth in the outside world, people's opinions, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, relationships with people, um, you know, what we're doing, finances, you know, jobs, our education, our possessions, our body, all those things in the outside world that are unstable, that when we define ourselves by it, we feel unstable. So, spirit is having you look inward and upward for your definition and your worth. And that's what comes in here. So, I like this coming in here for you. So, these crazy dreams are pointing you to the instability of the outside world and how, it's when you're defining yourself by it, that's what makes it feel so topsy-turvy and all over the place. So I feel like they're trying to draw you inward and upward, and they're bringing these things, and they're showing you the outside world is full of all these fearful, unstable things, but that's not who you are. Those are just experiences, and they're really drawing you in to get to know who you are. So I like that for you. And that is what I feel they have coming in for you right now, Keel. So many blessings to you. And Dijona, hello, hello. You are up next. What you want to see what is coming through from Spirit here. So let's take a look. See what does Spirit want you to know right now. All right. All right. You've got the King of Wands here and the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, with this combination, what is coming through, this represents your higher self in this particular reading with these two cards, because here's the Ace of Cups, the love that your higher self can give you. And this is this kind of nudging of the focus of focusing in all of your spiritual energy, your outside energy, your um what is it called, your intentions and all of that. It's like the magician that has the magician wand. Where are you focusing your energy in each moment? And there's it's like just a little subtle reminder. It's not even like you're not doing this, blah blah blah. Spirit never does that anyway, but they're like just saying, remember who you are, remember that you are unconditionally loved, and you're so much more powerful than the human character we're playing. This is the actor behind the character, powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of this unconditional love. And so when you turn inward and upward, you're able to fill like a chalice that is filling up and overflowing. Here represents spirit bringing it to you, and it's a gift being offered from the universe, this giant hand that it's a reminder for you now, um, to let that be your focus. Let that be the um, source, the target of your energies today. It'll just make everything kind of puts everything into perspective. It's like going out and sitting on the moon and looking back at the earth, and you're just like, oh, those things seem so small when I'm way out here. And I like that. So that's what they have for you, Dijona. So many blessings to you. And Rishi, you are up next. Hey. So can you have a general reading? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Ooh, don't be knocking stuff around. Yeah, I feel like you get these cards a lot. We've got the Capricorn Saturn energy and the King of Wands, not wands, swords, who both of these are about thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. Our shadow, the devil, Saturn, Capricorn energy challenges our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets, everything that we've been given since we were very young to have us step out of the cage, out of the fear that we have ourselves under, right? And the King of Swords here, they, of course, not only co-rule over thought and belief and mindset with the Queen, but all kings are given a second portion of air, which makes them the master of thinking and belief. This allowing you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, which are rooted in unconditional love, and allows you to whittle and whack away, like clearing out a bunch of weeds out of a garden. It allows us to remove those things. And you can tell, if something has punishment, if something has judgment, if something has a supposed to, a should, a need to, a have to, a must, if something has a fear of failing, a fear of not getting, it done, if it feels burdensome, then that's not of spirit. That's of fear and the lower small t truths, right? Because unconditional love, when you connect to these truths of the higher truths, there's no restrictions on what you're supposed to eat, what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to know, who you're supposed to hang around with, what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. That's all of mankind, of these fear-based belief systems that have gone back for centuries. But that's how we know what is of spirit and what is of man. Is there fear involved in it? Man. Is there unconditional love? Spirit. And it's very clear. It brings clarity with all of that. But I feel like that is what Spirit wants you to be aware of now, is you're in the process of cutting away these old ways of thinking and being and believing, and you don't have to, um, you know, be caged by them anymore. You're in the process of stepping out of the cage, or, you know, tearing the cage apart, bar by bar, which are those beliefs. So that is what they have for you, Rishi. So many blessings to you. And new love, you are up next. So, will you be in a communicated, committed relationship with Alexander? Let's take a look here. Something about communication, huh? Well, I don't know if it's a committed relationship here. This feels all about fire and passion. The fastest moving horse, passion, and the Ace of Wands, passion, 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 new passion, more passion. It feels not so much like a committed relationship, but more. Um, it's all physical attraction, energetic attraction, but I don't see any cups, or swords, or pentacles, which is all the other things. It's so much focused on the passion and the draw to one another. This could mean, well, I don't really feel like it's twin flamey either, because it just feels very fire. It's fire, fire, fire. So I feel like it's like a sparkler in like a 4th of July here, when we celebrate fireworks. Have a sparkler that you light it, and it's all beautiful because it's dark and it's bright, and it's like woo. It's not exploding, but it's like fizzle, 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 and it's like beautiful, 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 and all of a sudden, psst, and it's gone, and then you're like, well, what happened here? And that's what I feel happens. There's like a lot of passion, but it burns itself out, is what I feel coming in with those energies there, new love. So that is what they have there for you. So many blessings to you. Yeah, Joe. Absolutely. Donations do get priority, so you can make a donation of any kind using the super chat or Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or Square, which are pinned in the comment and in the description box of the video. I do prioritize readings, which Mia, thank you for your donation. And not sure here. If you don't think I see a question from you, Mia. So if you want to pop your question down there, if you haven't already, there you go. Thank you. Hello. Hello, dear Mia. All right. So you want to ask, what did the recruiter truly think about you? Uh-oh, you did an interview 2 days ago. Okay, sure. Let's take a look here and see what their evaluation of you for the job, right? Not just personally thought about you. I am great. I hope you are great as well. You're welcome, new love. All right. So let's see what we have coming in here. All right. Well, it looks really good here. Because they really saw you from a higher perspective here, which I like. They were able. This means that you were able to you were relatable. I'll put it that way. You were clear in your communication. They understood where you were coming from, and they see you as someone that is willing to leave old ways behind and learn new ways too. Like you're teachable, you're learnable. You have a very adventurous type of personality, excitement, wanting to learn, wanting to grow, wanting to explore. So this is how they perceived you here, coming through there, which I like. They feel with that full card that you are ready for a new beginning, and this is reiterated with these other two cards here too, which is, the Page of Swords. You're teachable, you're learnable, that's how you communicated yourself, that you're eager to learn. And the Eight of Wands is I bring you, I almost started saying stuff like you would say. I can bring a lot of energy, I bring a lot of excitement. I'm a hard worker, I get things done. This is how they perceived you and how I came across it. They saw it in your personality, with all of this too. So this again was reiterated and kind of some of the same things here, but very positive things. And you do have the Sun card, which is victory, one of the most victorious cards in the entire deck. So, very, very positive um, outcome is to come from this. It was very, you left feeling bright. I don't know if you guys were laughing a lot or not, but it just feels like they had this joy from the interaction. So I think it's a positive thing there. Absolutely. So I like it. Good job. Good interview. Cheers. Here's a cheers with the coffee. So well done. Well done. All right. That's what they have for you. So easy breezy. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And we left off with Anya Ahuya. You're very welcome, yeah. Um, you want to know how will it go with the Aquarius tomorrow? Saw the moon is still pretty full with Aquarius supermoon. It's still when I went out today, it was like, wow, look, it's there still. Let's take a look here. Well, being the mysterious, being the mysterious person, and they're ruled by Uranus, which means they're sudden and changing, surprise. That there's going to be some twists and some turns, because they like being and doing the unexpected. And you have the Capricorn. There's two major arcana, so today seems like to be a significant day that's coming in here. And the shadow card, the devil card, does show a lot of thinking, a lot of confrontation of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. That's the thing that Aquarian energy does. It's the age of Aquarius, right? Which with the age of Aquarius, there's this you know, the old ways no longer fit for the new ways. And that's the Aquarius personalities don't want to do things the way things were always done. They want to do things differently. And so I feel like there's gonna be some shock, some things of, like, you're just like, "Whoa, where did that come from?" And you're like, "Okay, wow." So, your way of thinking, you're gonna need to be open-minded when it comes to them because they have their whole idea of how things are to be and not to be. So, I feel like it's gonna be interesting. I don't feel like it's horrible. I think there's a lot of unexpected things that kind of throws you off a little bit, but it's up to you whether you're gonna be open and go with it, with the flow and enjoy it, or if it's gonna scare you and you're going to, "No, no, no, it has to be this way," right? So the more open-minded and open-hearted you are, the smoother their interaction. So I know you're like, "I don't know if I wanna go now," but it can be wonderful if you'll go with the flow of the Aquarius. Let me just tell you. So that's what's going on. All right, Anya. Enjoy that. All right. Kritika, hello, hello. I am well. I hope you are well as well. And you want to know, will your crush Arnav confess that he likes you too? And some guidance for you regarding this. All right, let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know. Are they going to confess? Confess, confess. And then any advice. All right. Well, we have the magician card coming in here. This does show action, this does show movement and empowerment. So I feel like that would be an affirmative that they will share that there is that liking there. And advice for it is to trust here that, let your fear energy with this 5 of Wands, any fears, let it transform into knowing that whatever unfolds in your life truly is for you. What is meant for you will never pass you by. And the Wheel of Fortune says that our human sometimes has a hard time believing that everything is for us because we're given all these things that are supposed to happen. And when they don't, we get all like, oh my God, what's happening here? But it does say here with these cards, their advice is to, even if they didn't, know that it's for you. If they do, know that it's for you. So I like this, the going with the flow, the understanding of things, the trust that the universe is kind, that it doesn't have it out for us, and that we're not on an out of control drama train that's about to explode, but that everything that comes into our life is for our experiences. But we are always the one that gets to choose the story, the emotion, the energy, and the actions that we do, but we don't have to continue to believe what we've been taught something is supposed to believe. And so this transformation of the sphere energy is, look at the importance of it and um, release the attachment to an outcome. Enjoy your journey. This is the advice. They go, you can enjoy your journey. You can dream of a destination, but enjoy the journey along the way in this moment, knowing everything always is for us. Even when it feels like it's not, like, why would I feel that is for me? Trust that it is. And it just allows for a more exciting and fun uh, life experience. So that is what they have there for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And so, Julia, you are up next here. And so you want Leo's current energy. Well, hello, first of all. And Leo's current energy towards you. You keep bumping into him. Whoa. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, their current energy. I feel like we had this a couple days ago or yesterday. I feel like they're in this place of peace of mind that they haven't been in a while. And the Queen of Cups. So really in tune with their emotions, their deeper emotions. So really feel like that time away is really helping them to connect and understand um, things, and this is them having seen things from a higher perspective. They've let some fears go where their mind feels so much more at ease and peaceful. And the Queen of Cups feels very, she rules, of course, co-rules over emotion, but all the queens are given a second portion, which master of emotion and mind. I feel like they just have a whole different energy. What they're reminding me, and you might be too young to remember this. There was this old yeah, right? You're like, "Okay, so it's not just me." What was it? The Unsinkable Molly Brown. It's like an old movie, with Debbie Reynolds? I think Debbie Reynolds played her, and it was someone that was like, her husband had hit it rich, and she was used to, belly up to the bar boys, type of person, which society was like, "Ooh," and then she went to Europe, for a while. When she came back, she was different, people were like, "Whoa." Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and so I feel like that kind of energy from them. It feels like they've matured. They see things differently, they see themselves differently, they see the world differently now, and I feel like this trip really helped, but that's the energy I have coming in, so very interesting. So that is what they have for you. You can call him Mr. Brown now. Too funny. Right? It feels different. It just feels like it just, it's like different countries have, because they're so old, right? Yeah. Yeah, to you too, towards everything, everyone, you know, they've been through, we're a teenager in the United States, right? We've only been around since what, 1787, or I think, right? Columbus, I have to think of the song or whatever, but, we've been around for just a couple 100 years. That's like teenager compared to countries that have been around for thousands of years, and they've been through a lot of stuff, and they see things differently. They see things from different perspectives and not so, and you learned like, wow, we're kind of drama queens. We're like, kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, just it's different, and it's a good different, though. I feel like they just really have different perspective, clearer perspective, positive perspective. So that is what they have for you, Julia. So many blessings to you. Good to see you. And then LA, I saw alarms, LA. All right, there we go. So LA, you had adjusted your question to be, what's going to happen with your sister? Let's take a look here. Is she going to get outside help, or will this heal over soon with just time? She's not getting any better. All right. And who says that she's supposed to get any better? What? What does that mean? I know you never know, right? Oh, thank you, Luna Ray. Duh. So you'll be up next year. I saw it. I don't know why the blue, it's just so calming. It just blends in. So sorry. Thank you. But LA, you know, who are we to say what someone wanted on their journey? And when we look at someone going, oh, they need to be different. Ooh, why? Well, because I want them to be different. I want them to be happy. Okay. Um, but we don't know what makes them truly happy and what they truly wanted. They're a mad scientist like the rest of us in their own laboratory, experiencing their own things, doing those own things so anytime soon. So, um, all right. So that is what they have here. Um, So I don't feel like they're gonna get outside help because this energy feels like, you know, abandonment, being left out in the cold, being left behind, not being assisted. That's the energy of, no, I'm not well and I'm not getting any help for anyone. I feel alone. This is what they wanted to experience. So I don't feel like they will look to the outside world, but for your peace of mind. Just know that things do balance out perfectly. The ebb and flow of life that they want, it does unfold on its own. I don't feel like they go to the outside world because they don't want that. They don't want to feel better. They don't want to be better. They want to experience that. So they're putting on the show for that for themselves. But eventually things do balance out because they'll get tired of it one way or another. And things do balance out. So that's what they have for you, LA. So hang in there, hang in there. And if you haven't had a chance, check out the Take 10 with Zen, the Heart Ache episode, which was, I think, is number 7, because it talks about when our heart is aching, when we feel helpless, what we can do to help with that, the our heart feeling like someone's squeezing it to death. And that can help too. Right, Ellie, that's what they have for you. And Luna Ray, thank you so much. I get into the flow, right? And you're like, come on, come on. You're very welcome. All right, thank you for your donation and your patience, Luna Ray. You want to know, is Terry's karmic contract with S now over? Let's take a look here and see if their intention of what to learn from each other, is it over? Are they done? Or are they going from class 101 to 202, right? Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it feels ending and new beginning-y here. That's my new word. Beginning-y. Spelled Beginninny. Because you've got the 10 of wands to begin with, which is the burden, endings and new beginnings with the 10. Then we also have the Ace of Swords, which is new, new communication, new beginnings, new way of thinking, new way of doing things. We've got the Four Pentacles, which is this feeling of a solid outside world but home. So I feel like they're returning home, if that makes sense, to what feels like home to them. So I don't know if they're with this, if they were living together or together, where in the meantime they're living at home, or moving back to where they thought was home, or just home feels very strong here. And then another Ace of Cups, new love. So all of this, let me see here. All of this is tens and ones, endings and new beginnings, endings and new beginnings. So it feels like that, yes, it has. It is coming to an end. It's coming to the fruition. Just some things just need to work themselves out, because the endings is like, they're showing me like, after a huge parade, they have to go clean up all the confetti and all the trash off the street. And so there's the cleanup is happening. The parade is over, but there's some cleanup that still has to be done. So that's what they're coming through there. And thank you for your additional donation. You want to know messages on what does Terry want you to know at this point in time about your connection? Sure, absolutely. And I feel here like we want to pull an oracle. I feel like it's the higher self oracle. Maybe. Come on. There it goes. All right. Let's see what we got here, Luna. Jeez. Butterfingers. All right. So your oracle card here is boundaries. Boundaries, woman, boundaries. I'm just kidding. I like a mysterious card. Let's see what this brings in. So there is this Anna Taylor. It starts off with a quote from her, and it says, "Love yourself enough to set boundaries. Your time and energy are precious. You get to choose how to use it. You teach people how to treat you by deciding what you will and won't accept." And you're like, that's rich coming from them. But this is coming from their higher self, which their character is learning as well, their human character, but this is their higher self, right? The empowered one, the knowledgeable one. And it says this card is asking that you set boundaries for yourself. Your health, abundance, goals, and mindset are being affected by your personal relationships. If you find yourself feeling drained while spending time with friends, then it's time to reassess those relationships. These situations call for honesty. Are you always the one giving and not receiving? Are you spending an excessive amount of time listening to their problems? If so, then these are unbalanced relationships and require open and honest communication between both parties to bring the friendship back into balance. If you are being unnecessarily pulled into the drama of others, then this card is a sign to set clear boundaries. It's all right to assist your friends with solving a problem, but it's not your responsibility to solve it for them. And by doing so, you pull yourself away from your own path. If you've been trying to reach a goal and find that close friends are distracting you or affecting your ability to achieve it, then love yourself enough to remove the distractions without guilt. Your dreams are just as important as everyone else's. Make sure to prioritize your own goals and dreams and honor your own time by doing what you love. And by drawing this card, it is a reminder to set up healthful boundaries, since this is a sign of self love and self respect. By standing up for yourself and speaking your truth, even if you risk friction and hostility, you will feel empowered, and others will respect you for being decisive and confident. Ooh, all right. So I like that. Let's see what they have here. Yeah, we've got a wonderful patience card, just knowing that things are unfolding. Things just take time. Gold takes time to be created from the base metal, right? With the temperance, it starts off as a base metal, it goes back and forth and creates magic. It creates gold eventually. And they're like, you do have the wish come true, the, card here, emotional wish come true, which is the gold, um, you know, um, them saying here, and here's the Ace of Swords, with the Knight of Swords, movement of thought and belief and mindset, and movement of communication. And you'll eventually hear from them. There'll be eventual connection, but just allow things to take its timing. Focus on your self-love too, with the Nine of Cups, in addition to it being like a emotional wish come true card. It's that we find with the Nine of the Hermit's journey, that we find our worth, our fullness from within. Like, we become the chalice. We get filled from up above with the eternal unconditional love, and it flows out. Because the outside world can never make us feel that. Um, they can only be above and beyond extra. And so while you're waiting, turn inward and upward, and you fill up with this love, and then that opens up your ability to give and receive love to the human and the outside world too, because as we say on this channel a lot, spirit has shared with us that we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So when we open up this flow, it's a win win. And then there's a win-win here too, because we also open up our ability to flood love and receive love. So I love myself that much, no matter how much love I want to push out, it's going to drip out. No matter how much love someone wants to give me, it's going to just drip in. So this is their message for you right now. This is what Terry wants you to know. Work on you, work on those boundaries, dump those friends. Not dump them all, but you know the ones that you're the one that gives 99, maybe you give 110. It's like a deficit. You're like, I don't not only get anything from this relationship with these individuals, but I actually feel like I'm, it's a poor investment. I'm pouring this energy into a black hole. These individuals don't want to change, that comes in there. So that is what they have for you, Luna. You are very welcome. And thank you again for your donations and your patience. All righty. So I think that was it for donations. So we left off with Naya. Hey, and you want to know, should you wait for Abhishek? So we're going to ask the creator, is it for your highest experience to wait for them? And if so, why? Let's take a look here. Oh, well, they they were in your life for a reason here with the 7 of cups, because they brought a lot of emotion to the surface within you. A lot of stuff that was stuffed in the unconscious and subconscious. They definitely helped trigger some of those things by putting on the act in front of you, being the mirror so that you could see things that you want to see about yourself here. But I feel like your time with them is they've done what they've come to do in your life. And I feel like with this 3 of Wands, in the very near future, you're going to be going changing course, changing directions to where you feel you want to go instead. And you alter course based on new information. So I don't feel like you should wait. I feel like they're saying you're done. They've shown you what you wanted to see, but they can't bring you what you're looking for. As far as long term, they were a short term stepping stone for you to be able to see things about yourself that you want to let go of, like thoughts, limiting thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve, and emotions that are limiting and restricting that no longer serve. And so you're removing these obstacles, you're removing these things uh, because they don't serve anymore. They did at one point because you wanted to experience them and learn them, but now you don't need them anymore. So I like it. And that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you, Nea. And then Sunita Jane, hello, hello. You'd like a general reading for August. Let's take a look here. Well, you have a nice, my gosh, month coming in here. You've got the Sun card, which represents joy, celebration, uh, brightness, victory, one of the most victorious, best cards. And you have the Queen of Pentacles, which also means abundance in the outside world, um, you know, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, new birth of things, mama energy and child energy too here. So if there's something around being around children, or even nurturing yourself and allowing your inner child out to play, there very much is this nurturing feeling and this childlikeness, not childishness, but allowing yourself to enjoy, allowing your inner child out to have fun, enjoy, play, enjoy life, nurture yourself, do things for you. It's a month of this, but it feels very bright, very abundant, and overflowing. So wonderful opportunities here. So great month with all that for sure. So I like it for you, Sunita. Enjoy it to the fullest, right? All right. So many blessings to you. That's what they have. And then Queen 707 say, will you have a reunion with your childhood friend Sheehan someday again? No contact with him for years. All right, let's take a look here. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, I know. I feel like you will here. I mean, we've got here. It's going to happen out of nowhere with the Knight of Wands. It's the fastest moving horse. That's the new communication. That's the new opportunity. We do have the disappointment card, like the expectations equal disappointment. And what Spirit is saying, like, yeah, you're going to have this opportunity, but the delay here is for you to let go of expectations, let go of supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, musts. Then you'll enjoy the reunion, the opportunity to recommunicate and connect. Otherwise, it's just going to feel very disappointing. And what I mean by that, which I'm sure you already know, but it's like, um if when we expect people to be who they were a while ago, they don't live up to it. And there are pieces of them that are still there, but you're not who you were then either. And it's like if you look at it as an opportunity to understand who they are now without any preconceptions or, like I said, expectations, then you get to know the new them free of this altered state of how we are perceiving things. We get to see truth instead of seeing what we want to see and see them disappoint that because that's not who they are. It's who we are pretending they're to be. But if we remove the blinders, then we can see them. But I definitely see that coming in here. So, but it's gonna like out of nowhere, you're gonna be like, oh hey, whoa, So I like it. I like it for you, Queen 707. So many blessings to you. Right. And DK, you'll be on my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation coming in. Courtney, thank you so much for your donation. You want to know what is M's next move? Whoa, towards you. Big moves, big moves. I'm just kidding. Half the deck went flying out of my hands. They're slippery today. All right. Well, we do have here the King of Wands, which is measured sharing of their interest and passion and attraction and offering new emotion, new love that comes in here. If you look at the King of Wands as, it's a passionate person, entrepreneur, as, gets things done, leadership, draws people in, very, beautiful energies. But unlike the prince, who the prince has, the young hormones where they're just like, they got this passion and, they're like creating all this havoc because they can't control their passions. You know the movies where the prince is like always getting in trouble and they're like, bring him back, bring him back, bring him back. And but the king is different. They've learned to bridle and measure and share, know when too much is too much and too little is too little. So I like this, Courtney. I feel like they will be moving forward here, but I feel it's measured. It's not like rushing in like the Knight of Wands, but they do are looking more at bringing in a balance of emotion and um, thought out passion, which I know thought out passion almost seems like boring, but no, it's thought out of how they want to show it. It's not just, like a little dog humping someone's leg. Oh, I love you too. It's not like that. So I like it. It feels very good. I like these. Let me see what else here. What else would you like to know about the movement? Okay. Yeah. And they're balancing here. We've got both of these cards mean almost the same thing. balancing of heart and mind, balancing of heart and mind. This is the Queen of Swords, balancing, she gets cups, which is emotion. So it's mind and heart. And this is close your eyes and open your heart. So they're getting out of their mind. The King of Wands, they have, like, they rule over wands, but they also are given air. So they're balancing their passion and their mind. They're balancing their heart and their mind. And it might just seem, are they a Gemini? Are they going back and forth? I don't know. But it just feels like they're just a balanced individual, which from the outside, like I said, can feel boring to some people, because some people like drama, some people like extremes. But I don't feel like they're an extremist. I feel like they came from a household of extremism. And so for them to be able to have a balanced life, they have a very balanced approach to life, very grounded. So that's what's coming in for you, Courtney. Hopefully that resonates and makes sense. Many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. All right, DK, you are up next. So what is what's in future for you and Krishna? All right, let's take a look here together. What the spirit wants you to know here. You're welcome, Courtney. Wow. So you do have the Magician, which there is this action, there is this movement forward, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like things will be spinning and turning here in the near future, because the Wheel of Fortune tells me that even your human side feels like what unfolds is for you. It's fortunate. It's the tune of for you, the for tune, right? And the Magician card is about movement, about energy, about focus, about manifestation. It's divine masculine, not waiting for something to happen, but the movement forward. And the Wheel of Fortune is also about movement, the wheel spinning, endings and new beginnings. So it is this change that's about to initiate here. And just trust that whatever unfolds, that your human side is even on board. The Wheel of Fortune tells us everything that happens in our life is for us. Just sometimes our human is like not on board with that belief system. They're, how is that and that and that for me, saying it all sarcastically, right? And because they don't see the big picture. But with the Wheel of Fortune card, it also tells us that our human side is happy about it. About, "Oh, okay, yeah, that is for me. I see how that is for me. Thank you. I see it," or they're like, "Oh my God, I didn't get that, but now I see how that's actually for me, not having that." So there is this clarity that comes in with this, and I feel like it's positive. So, but I feel like it's going to be sooner than later with both of those action cards coming in. So many blessings to you, DK, and then Shruti S. You are up next. Hi. So, what do you need to know about the future person? Okay, about the future person at this time. All right, so let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know about the future, the person of the future? Wow, what a wonderful, what a wonderful divine counterparts you are for one another. You've got the Emperor, who's ruler of all kings, all suits, and they have fire energy, though they're Aries energy, and they're very, ambitious about putting form to their dreams, making things happen, moving forward. A lot like the King of Wands, but they have a lot more than that too. And here you are, the Queen of Wands. So we've got the joining together here of the divine counterpart, that you're just going to feel like you're a match because you have so much of the same energies. You're different enough to be slightly, different, and enjoying the creativity and the difference of each other, but you have so much in common too that comes in. So with the queen being fire energy and the emperor being fire sign Aries energy that comes in too. So I like it. I feel like you it's important to know that, like, we're just a divine counterpart. We're just made for each other. It's like a match, 2 matches that you strike them and they both flame at the top, but they never burn out. It's like, here you go. Just this excitement. You can keep up with each other. You have the energy to interact where other people poop out. It's like you guys have enough energy that you are able to stay together and hang out. So I like that. All right. So that is what they have for you, Shruti. So many blessings to you. And I think we are to the existing chat now. I'm off of the screenshot. And we are to Joe Kenso. Absolutely. You can have a general reading, Joe. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. You've got this new passion, this new drive that's coming in here. The Page of Wands is like this renewed energy, this renewed fire, this renewed passion. And we've got the balancing of, we've got the King of Cups that also has air. So it's balancing of the mind and the heart coming in here, the thinking and the feeling. And I feel like they're just giving you this advanced, um, I would say warning, just advanced notification because it's a good thing that's coming. I almost feel like this is a re-spark of the heart with someone who um, like you've known in the past. I don't normally get that with these 2, but it's like you knew him before, but I feel like you guys knew you were interested in each other, and I don't know if it was ever said. I feel like you just both felt it and you both knew it by how you talked and interacted with one another, but you both were with people and you both were very respectful of that they were with someone and both of you are like, "I would never do that to anyone." And I like that because that's something that is very important to both of you. But I feel like there's this ending of both of the relationships that you guys were in or are in. And it's this rejoining, the spark that comes in. And it's like not that it's second chances. It's just like this is the way it was meant to be because the people that you both were with or have been with intermittently in between were wonderful stepping stones to there's like newfound appreciation for each other having experienced who you've experienced and you've changed. You guys have learned a lot about yourselves too. So if that resonates, I just feel like it's coming soon here as well. So that's what's coming through, Joe. So many blessings to you. And then we've got Divine Beauty, Anjali. Hello, hello. So what is coming towards you? Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know is coming towards you? So I'm just going to take another sip here. All right. Well, okay. Wow. Good stuff here. You got the 9 of cups, which is of course emotional wish fulfillment, and it can come from within though, especially with mother nature, mother nurture coming in here. We've got this taking care of you, the creativity, the giving yourself the love that you've been looking for. And then that also creates a spark of a new birth in the outside world because when we find the love within us, we feel the fullness and the wholeness here, which takes us to the 10 of cups, which the 10 of cups is this relationship in the outside world, but it feels so much more. It's not lacking because we're not looking for it to fulfill us up on the inside. We are finding that from within, from ourselves, from our own self love. And when we're filling up, instead of looking to the outside world for what is making us, um, we're seeing it as lacking, we are finding it inside of us. And so everyone that brings us anything is above and beyond extra. So it does, we move from a world of lack to a world of, wow, everything is abundance. Anything anyone gives me is above and beyond. It doesn't take them to give me 1,000 coins for me to be happy. I already have everything I need inside of me. So what everyone gives me is above and beyond extra. So there is this beautiful fulfillment, this beautiful self love that's coming in here, for sure. So I like that for you, Divine Beauty, Anjali. And that is what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. Right, Joe? Ooh. That is always the scavenger hunt, right? Or a question for another day. Or a personal reading too. If you ever want to do a personal reading, we can dive into those. All right. Also, for everyone else too that came in the middle here, I do offer memberships now, and with the memberships, after this session, I do go into a special session with my praying mantis members. That since there's a handful now, we go deeper into stuff. We pull a lot of different cards, a lot deeper than we do even in these readings. So that's an option for everyone. You can check out the video at the top. It tells you all about the Zen Cricket, which is it's like a basic membership, but the Praying Mantis is the one. It's like 7.99 a month. So that is what we have. So Shanae Govender, you are up next. Hello. You want to know, will Z open up to you now that you've spoken about it? All right, let's take a look here and see what we have. I think they're gonna have to sort things out first. I feel like they're a lot of emotional confusion, a lot of different emotions, and a lot of different thoughts. This is the insomnia nightmare card where they got so many supposed to, should, need to, have to, must that are that are spawning a lot of different emotions here. I feel like they just need to calm down. They just need to process their emotions and their thoughts, because I feel like it might have taken them not off guard, but I just feel kind of like, uh, it's not unwelcomed. I just feel like it took them by surprise, and it's a sign that it matters, because if it didn't matter to them, they wouldn't have fears or other emotions. There would just be like, no, So I feel like they will eventually open up, but they need to figure stuff out first. I feel like they're a bit off center right now. So that is what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you there, Shanae. All right. And let me just read down here, make sure I'm not skipping over anyone. So Michelle Lizia, hello, hello. So you'd like a general reading? Let's take a look and see what we've got going on here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Well, you are evidently in a little bit of a slow down period. Spirit is having you kind of turn inward here while you're watching things unfold on the outside world. It's doing the daily stuff, watching stuff grow, waiting for the fruit to come. While this is happening, things have kind of gone into slow mo, so that you can, with the Hermit card here, turn inward to Spirit to have them help guide you on your path to connect to your higher self. More understand what your capital T truths are, what you're wanting in life, what you're wanting to pursue, that type of thing, right? So I feel like that is what's coming in here for you right now. Just be aware that that's what the slowness is for. And I have the Queen of Cups too, which is connecting deep into your deep emotions, like the high priestess. She dives deep into the subconscious, the unconscious, deep into those emotions, goes behind the veil, communicates with spirit. It's a time of that you're being called for that. So if you feel like people have kind of taken a step backward or things that has gone into really slow motion, that's why. It's giving you time to focus on your self-love and raise your love vibration, to bring clarity, to open up things in your life, to not attract some old things, like when we do what we always did, we get what we always got, and we're like, I'm done with that. This is moving into something different. So I like it, Michelle. I like it. All right. Hello, Berenice and Nature 1111. So, Berenice, thank you for all the blessings. We will take that. And I think you asked something further down. So, we'll be to you here in a moment. And Nature 1111, you asked next here, how did Liam feel after you spoke today? Whoa, let's take a look here and see what did they feel? All right. Wow. Okay. Well, they're a bit energized here, Nature. We've got the Page of Wands, which is new passion, new drive, new desire, new attraction, both physical attraction and energetic attraction, and the Magician, who's holding a wand, which is kind of fiery action, energy. So very, very positive. I feel here. After you spoke today, it's like their interest is peaked. They've got this passion, this spark within them that came about with all of this. So definitely, it feels like something that they're contemplating what their next move are, but this isn't thinking or feeling or outside action yet. This is all about spark, you know, that happens. So whatever it is, it's like they're reminding me of. I saw today there was like in a this place we went to had an emergency defibrillator in the wall, and I'm like, oh wow, so I think you're bringing something back to life in them. So that's good. I think that's good. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now, nature. All right. And Magana, hello, hello. You are up next. Hey. So will you be dating anyone anytime soon? All right. Let's take a look here. Oh, very good. I'm glad you enjoyed those Take 10 with Zen videos. I enjoy making them. And please, if you have any questions, be sure to pop those, into any of those comments. If you have anything that you want to know about, I'm always gathering the future topics. So here we go. Um, you know, I don't know if anytime soon here. I feel like with a combination of these two, it's like you're have this mental conflict going on between what you have always wanted before and you're trying to think from a different perspective because you're realizing here you're bored out of your gourd with the kind of dating you had before, which is like, so what this is saying is when we've done what we've always did, we get what we always got, and you're wanting something new, which is on its way to you here. But I feel like the 5, this transformation of thought and belief and mindset, connecting and seeing things from a higher perspective and cutting away, regarding like the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must around someone, who are they supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. How is the relationship? How is the dating supposed to go? How are we supposed to meet? Who am I supposed to be? Who do blah 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 blah, right? All the stuff we've been given, and it's about slicing those away so that we're not restricting ourselves, we're opening up the possibilities more and more to experience things that we haven't before. And I feel like that's what's happening. It's almost like your higher self and your spiritual posse are like blocking you from other people right now because it would just be drawn in more of the same. But as you're adjusting things, your energy's changing, so this won't be attracted to you. You'll have a different type of love attracted to you. So it's happening on purpose for you, but that's what they have. So enjoy, Magana, and that is what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right, you're very welcome, Kritika. All right, and then next we have all love. All right, all love. You want to know, how does Liz feel about you? You used to be friends. All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on with Liz. What is Liz? What is her perception? What's going on with her here? Well, I feel like they have peace of mind. I don't feel like they're harboring anything against you here. I feel like they worked out whatever they needed to in their head. The Ace of Wands shows new passion, new drive, new ambition. I feel like they're more of someone who doesn't look backward but looks forward. So I don't feel like they focus on a lot of feelings about anyone else. I just feel like they are a forward observer rather than a backward reflector. So someone more, you know, fire signy, that like a grass fire, it burns forward. It doesn't go backwards because it has no fuel that draws it backward. It always is drawn forward. So that's what I feel is in there. I don't feel like there's any angst though. Peace of mind and move forward. Like stuff all feelings and move forward. Just keep moving forward. I don't need to deal with that. Just move forward. And that's like kind of feel like that's their mantra. That's coming in there. And that's what's going on. So many blessings to you. That's what they have right now. All love. And then my blessing is here, 1111 Gayton. Hello, hello. You'd like a general reading? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So you've got this possibility here for this new birth, this newness and creativity to come in, but there is this nurturing that is being presented to you right now. The Seven of Swords represents your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have may have felt like things have been stolen from your life, that you've been deceived. But this is your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have been deceiving you. And you can look at these. I like that you've left two behind already. And you're looking at these others going, okay, what can I leave behind? Which of my thoughts and beliefs and mindsets no longer serve me, that have cheated me out of opportunity, that I feel have stolen things out of my life? Because when you look at these and you have this mother nature, mother nurture, nurturing, taking care of yourself, doing this inner reflection, it does bring a new birth. It opens up things for you and it changes things. So I feel like that there's an opportunity now. If you can get out into nature and journal and reflect and go, okay, what thoughts do I have around my worth and who I am and what I deserve and what I don't deserve, and let me reflect and release some of these old belief systems that were formulated because you experienced something that you never wanted to experience again. So you created a lot of rules around it which aren't needed anymore. It's like when you have a baby and you have stairs and you put up the baby gates. Well, when they're grown up and out of the house, and all you have is adults, the baby gates are just slowing things down and not necessary anymore. They serve their purpose, but now it's time to dismantle some things and get them out of there so you can have a more free flowing life in a particular area. So that is what's going on for you there, and that's what their message is for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Bernice Ramirez, you will be my next free reading. Hey, Her Highness. Yes, you made it. Yay, yay, yay. So, I do have you on the list here, so let me get rid of that so you can ask your question, Her Highness, and you, since you had uh, prepaid, you get to move to the front of the line. So go ahead and pop your question there, and we will get you squared away there. Yeah, and your little hands. With 40 minutes to spare. All right. And while you're popping your question down there, Her Highness, for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and complete Berenice Ramirez. You want to love how it's going to be this weekend in your both Virgos. Uh-oh. Well, Virgos are all about the journey of the body, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Well, like I said, there is a lot of passion here. You've got the Two of Wands and you've got the King of Wands too, which this energy that comes in here, Berenice, is all about you have the power. You get to choose by where you're focusing your energy, what type of weekend this is going to be. Of course, the it's a combined energy that comes in, but you get to decide or if you focus on gratitude, what you love, what you laughter and joy and unconditional love, and then wonderful, wonderful things, then it's a wonderful, expansive type of weekend. If you're focusing in on what you fear won't be there, what you're missing, who someone's not being, that expands and feeds that, which takes it in the other direction. So you can have a low vibrational experience or a high vibrational experience, and it's all in your hands because you're the one that decides what energy you're going to put out, what actions you're going to take, what emotions you want to feel, what story you put to things, and all of that is within your hands this weekend. So, uh, and you can't control what they're going to choose. All you can make it harder or easier for them to choose unconditional love or fear, but you get to choose all those things for yourself. So, it's very empowering. So I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So that is what they have for you, Berenice. So many blessings to you. All right. Perfect. That then you should have an amazing weekend. You're just like, woohoo, everything is beautiful. That takes the pressure off. And then when you're appreciative to them too, that just makes them want to do more things. You know, when we're telling someone what they're not doing right, does it make them wanna do more? No, it makes them wanna do less. So I love that. I love that for you, Bernie. So many blessings to you. All right. So Her Highness, you were up next for the next donation. So thank you for your donation you made, and I really appreciate that. And you're inquiring on your finances. And then Patty, you will be up next for the next donation. So what would Spirit like you to know about your finances? What about the finances? Okay. All right. 1221. Interesting. 1221. What does that mean here? Let's take a look here. All right. Well, we do have here temperance, which is about things are unfolding with finances very slowly but surely. It feels like things are progressing. It starts off as a base metal with the tempering of the temperance card, and it goes back and forth. And each time it goes back and forth, it becomes closer and closer to becoming gold. And I like that. There are some choices it feels to be made here. And we've got this you've got the Six of Cups, which represents like old dreams, old belief systems, old emotional impact that had kept you before kind of feeling like you had to hold back that The emperor didn't want to hurt everyone's feelings, and so they were afraid to make decisions because everyone wanted something different. But I feel like there's this energy change, this Aries energy of the emperor that allows you to step forward, look at things differently. And yeah, we listen to other people's advice, but you're stepping up and stepping into your authority and forming like actions around your beliefs, around your dreams, around what you've wanted to do. So I like this because, again, we've got the seven of cups, which is like there's so many dreams, there's so many things, but the knight of swords here is about seeing things differently from a higher perspective, cutting away the fears, and like the knight does the bidding of the king, right? And so the king is saying, new thought, new belief. We're changing things. And so it's like the knight is taking action, changing its beliefs, changing how it's approaching things, and it's cutting them away. And it's allowing you to figure out the confusion of, well, I could do so much. What is it that I want to do? Which makes sense why you got the hermit card, which you step away from everything, step away from all the noise, all the supposed to be's, all that, the dreams that you were handed saying, these are your dreams. And you're like, oh, okay. But you wake up going, oh God, I got to go live my dream today. That's not your dream. That's someone else's dream. Here's you connecting to your higher self, to the spirit world, your high heart, to see what is it that you truly want to do. Because there's a difference between finances and there's a difference between abundance. Abundance is when you feel this fulfillment on the inside. And you could be a billionaire and be so unhappy because you don't feel fulfilled from the inside out. We're trying to fulfill ourselves from the outside in. It doesn't ever fill us up because it can't give us what we're looking for. So you finding this, it's like you're being invited inward and upward just to really go, what is my passion? What is it that I want to do? And I'm going to head that direction. Finances will automatically happen, because when you're doing what you love, the energy attracts it. It's like you're so grateful for life. You're dreaming about, how do they say it? Like you can dream about a destination, but you can enjoy each step of the way. That's when you know you're living your dream. If you're like so focused on destination that you're not even paying attention to the now, then you're trying to achieve something that you've been told you're supposed to. Because when you're living your dream, you're living at each moment. You don't care how long it takes you to get to whatever this destination is because you're doing what you love. It's like someday I'm going to be, a master ballerina. I'm going to dance in this hall, but I'm dancing now and I love dancing. I'm dancing each moment. They're not like, oh, I've got to become this. Nothing without becoming that. It's like, no, I am perfect as I am right now, and I'd like to share it with the world someday, and that I will. But I'm enjoying the journey and getting there. There's a difference, right? So that's what I feel is coming in for you, Your Highness. So many blessings to you again. Thank you for your donation and your patience for us to get to this point here. All right. And then Patty, you were up next. Hello, hello. And what can you expect next at work? Let's see what they have here for you. And then Neha Vlogs, you will be the next free reading up. I'm going to be on for about another 30 minutes, and then I'll be headed off into my Praying Mantis session for my Praying Mantis members. So if you haven't checked out memberships yet, be sure to click on the link at the top. That's saved up there, and it talks about what comes with the different memberships. And we do go on, and I have just a member only free readings, and you get advanced notification and advanced viewing of the pick a cards. Take 10 with Zen. I'm going to be doing meditations, guided meditations soon. Also, you have access to Q&A on Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, where you can ask me whatever questions about me, about spirit, and it's a Q&A type of getting to know each other session too. So, some fun things. All right, Patty, let's take a look here. What can you expect next at work? All right. Well, you do have some changes. Oh, I guess do you want to see the cards? You've got the High Priestess card here, which I feel like there's this opportunity where you're kind of stepping back and you're evaluating things. There's some unknowns, some mysteries, some um I want to say not instability, but it's like there's just some unknowns. It's like what's happening next? They haven't decided yet, kind of thing. And so it's almost like you are feeling and you're reaching out with your intuition, trying to find out, okay, what's coming this way? What is happening? What's in the works, right? And you have here the Justice card. You can see their little scales over here, and the Ace of Swords. And this is good that it's happening, the unknowingness, the kind of the indecision type of environment drives us crazy, I know, but it's happening because it's allowing you to face some fears, the not being in control, the not knowing. And this is great because it connects you to the capital T truths of the higher realm, which helps balance out the scales. And you're able to cut away some small T truths, um, you know, some of those things. The scales being brought up too, if I if I've already mentioned this to you, my apologies, but I feel like they're guiding me to if you haven't taken a look at the Take 10 with Zen, episodes 4 and 5 are all about fate and how we can bring things in sooner than later and make them last longer if it's something that we want. And they're like 10 minutes or less, but they do talk about the scales. I think is episode 5. 4 is about our energies, I think, episodes 5 is about the subconscious scale of giving and receiving, and I feel like that's important here with the scales coming up here for you, because there are these they're not dead, this is just being sick and tired of trying to live up to all the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must. And that's what this Ace of Swords does. It connects you to the higher truths, but it allows you to cut away all these beliefs about what people's actions mean, what people's non-actions mean, um, what people's words or non-words mean, and blah blah blah. There's a wonderful ending and beginning around your fears that are being let go during this time too. And I feel like with the Six of Cups here, this is like returning you to um one with that out of balance scale I was talking about, does talk about the inner child there in that episode, because that's the one who's keeping things away, keeping us from having abundance, raises, promotions, love, all this stuff to come in, because it's about deservedness. But I also feel like that's part of this, but the other part is like there's almost like a childhood dream, something that you've always wanted to do, something you've wanted to be since you were very young. And I feel like it's they're telling you as far as with work that all work and no play, letting the inner child out, allowing this dream to be revived, it just makes us feel like we're existing instead of living. And I feel like there's this, revamping this, like, you know what? I always wanted to do this and I'm going to do it as a hobby, maybe in the beginning, or if it's something you're already doing. And it's like, I want to expand this. I want to do more with this. I want to live my dream and not just exist. And I feel like it's an important balance that comes in here with that. Again, the balancing of the scales. Yeah. And you have everything you need within you to make your dreams come true. That's what the magician card shows. You've everything on the table. You have this divine power and your energy that can set things in motion. And the Page of Swords, again, this Ace of Swords, seeing things. new ideas, being more open-minded, and allowing this flow to come forward here. So I like this because they're talking to you about your current job, but they're also talking to you about living and not existing, as well. Yeah, and they have peace of mind. So as you let go of these expectations, as those all of the swords, a lot of thinking going on, when we let go of these things, then we're able to sleep and rest and peacefully. It's peace of mind that comes in here. And you're not so worried about getting promotion at the right time, getting the recognition we feel we deserve, blah, 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 blah. That's what all those 10 of swords are. Our thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets about things that we're told or supposed to be. By this age, you should be this, and you should be doing this, and you should be paid this, and blah, blah, blah. And then when it doesn't, then we feel, disappointed, and we feel like anger and resentment and different things, and they're using me and all this fun stuff, right? Right, Patty? So that's what they have for you here. I feel like check out those episodes of Take 10 with Zen. The link should be in the description box of the video, but it's on the playlist on my page right at the top. And we've got you got the chariot card coming in here, which is movement, victory, power of choice, coming in here too. Knowing you're the one that always gets to choose what story you're putting to a situation, what emotion you want to feel as you go through it, what energy you're investing in it, and what actions you take in the physical world. You get to decide. There's no wrong choice, just different experiences with the choices we make. So I like it, Patty. And that's what's coming in for you right now. So thank you again so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And we had left off with Nea Vlogs for the free readings. And you want to know the next actions of your husband of niche towards you. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know here? Well, it feels here there's something legal going on with all of your 10 of pentacles, which is your abundance, your relationship, everything that's happening here. So it's either a prenup. Well, if you're already married, I don't know if that can or if you're about to be married. Is there a prenup, or is this going on? Is there's this legal joining together, or is it a legal separation, or there's something going on with all of your possessions and your abundance in the outside world, and something that they're doing within a legal system, doing something regarding all of this. So um, you probably know what it is more, whatever this instinct is coming up within you to ask the question. Um, but, I feel like that is yeah, they're like, "Trust your gut, trust your intuition," with the High Priestess card. You are seeing things clearly, you're picking things up, so trust your gut, trust your heart with what is unfolding, with all of that. And that's what they have for you, Nia, so hopefully that helps, and hang in there, my dear. It sounds like a fun adventure. I know, right? Yay! Alright. And then we are down to Rhonda. Rhonda, hello, hello, my friend. So, what should you look for in the coming week? All right, let's take a look here and see what they want you to know here. What to look for in the coming week? All right. Well, I feel like you got something similar before, but maybe it's just I'm dreaming about it. We got the Emperor card, which is this new fiery energy, and the Eight of Wands, which is putting your energy into action. Both of these are action, action, action. Aries energy of new beginnings, and the Emperor putting form and action toward desires and dreams and goals, etc. So, it is stepping into your authority and putting things into action, fast action. Let's do it. A lot of energy coming in here. So I feel like what you can look for this coming week, because there's no shoulds, of course, from the realm of spirit, is be aware that you can stand in your power and you have the ability to make things happen and have things change, but it's within your power. You don't have to wait for other people. The emperor listens to advice and then goes, "Thank everybody, clear the throne room. I'm making decisions and I'm putting things into action." And I feel like there's this authority and this strength that's coming in this week with all this energy. So that is what they have for you, Miss Rhonda. So many blessings to you. All right. We did those. We did those. Beautiful big butterfly flying by outside. Spirit saying hi. All right. And we are to Vidi Jalan. Hello. So, what message does your higher self have for you regarding your current situation? I'm going to pull from the higher self oracle here because lo and behold, we have an oracle available. So, what would you like VD to know, please? All right. Around your current situation. Of course, your higher self goes, "Go within, come say hi." So let's see what this brings in here. Yeah, and there's a quote here from Jaya Sati uh, Bhagavati. I probably total murdered that. They say, "Quiet the mind, and the soul will speak." Housed within each one of us is a bright, loving spirit that's connected to all that is. And this spirit knows no lack or limitation or restrictions. It is safe and secure and is aware of your true purpose. If you're seeking solutions, which I think is what you were just asking, your current situation, questioning your belief systems, or seeking harmony and peace within your life, take some time alone to connect to your higher self, which is the spirit that lies within you. In order to connect, allow space for the illumined thoughts of your higher self or for higher consciousness to enter your mind and withdraw from the outer world. The solutions that you seek are always available to you via your higher self, but only if you silence the mind to hear them. This calls for meditation. Meditation affords you the opportunity to receive wisdom from the realm of your higher self. And by going within and meditating, you will bypass the negative mental chatter of the ego. Meditating and opening your mind to connect to your higher consciousness will help you find solutions, understand your true motivations and intentions, and provide you the clarity and clear direction about the appropriate steps to take. To go within, close your eyes, place one hand over your heart chakra in the center of your chest, and then the other over the solar plexus, stomach region. Hold your breath for 5 seconds and then exhale for 5 seconds. As you maintain the breathing pattern, listen closely to the small, still voice within. Remember, your ego speaks very loudly, while your higher self will respond in a soft, comforting whisper. Trust the message you receive and act accordingly. Boom. There you go. That's what they have for you, VD. It's a very clear message. Even instructions. They're like, come talk to me. What message does my higher self have? They're like, come talk to me. Here's my number. Here's how you can contact me. So they're like, come here. I got plenty. I want you to learn to listen to me. Listen to my whispers. Come here. Come here. So I like it. So many blessings to you and lovely, lovey. Hello, hello. Anything concrete for the next month, please? All right, let's take a look here. You are very welcome, VD. I'm excited for you. All right. Lovey. Let's take a look here. Well, looks like there's going to be some bodies ending up in concrete. Just jokes, because you've got the devil card coming in here, which is, you've got this conflict that's coming in here, with this energy that changes from battles into something more loving, but it happens so that it brings these triggers, these fears that we have here to the forefront. It allows things to come forward for us to face some fears so that we can let some things go. And we have here the Four of Wands, which is a stabilized energy. So we know that this does stabilize, two on each side. Very solid foundation, but it's joy, celebration, this happiness, this, it's like wedding joy party type of energy that comes from all of this. So it's the reward, as Capricorn energy, Saturn energy does. They have the work that they want us to look at, and if we accept it, we get the reward that comes with it too. So I feel like it's facing thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have caused these trigger, trigger, trigger. Look at the trigger and go, what am I fearing and why? What am I truly fearing? And is that even true? And getting to the root of it. So I like it for you, Lovey. It seems like there's some solidity that comes in for all that as well. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And I think that is all of the current readings. Before I head off here, because was going to leave here in about 10 minutes or so anyway, but if anyone jumps in, we'll try to get you done as well, Somya, in case you do have a question there. Okay, so we will do yours in here in a moment. Just want to make sure that everyone knows about memberships, because that is something new that's been we just started up. There's a lot of giveaways. If you check out this video to tell you it'll tell you about the giveaways, but it'll tell you about memberships. I have weekly giveaways for members. The first one will be after my evening session tonight. I will complete and do those, and then we will have this um, month end drawing for people who watch the video and comment on it, even if you don't become a member, because there's a big thank you in there to all of you that I would love for you to hear if you haven't. Just my appreciation for everything that you guys have done. Since almost a year ago, I've been live, and what a journey it's been. And I'm so glad that you guys have been with us here. And then also, we've got the personal reading giveaways, which every Monday I have a giveaway. Tuesdays, I put out a video announcing what I'm giving away the following Monday. And so be sure to check that out, because you can also get into that drawing. So I love giving away things. And then also each week, I put out at least one pick a card. This week's was how can I transform my lack? So you can check that out. I also have a ton of pick a cards on my main page too. Yeah, Julia, I'll get yours in. I have to leave at in about 12 minutes. So I'm doing this closing, and then I see you made a donation, so we'll get you in, and then I'll try to get you in too, Somia. If not, I have to catch you in this evenings or tomorrow's. All right. And then a new Take 10 with Zen came out this morning as well. And for the pick a cards and the Take 10s, when you're a praying mantis member, there is you have advanced access to those. So you already have access to number 9, and the next week's pick a card already too. Do, do, do. All right. So those are the things I want to make sure everyone knew about those before I headed out. But I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Julia. Oh, you don't need to apologize. You are good. Um, And what is your question, Julia? If you want to pop that in there real quick here, then we will pull cards for that. And let's take a quick sip here. All right. So you want to know David's current feelings for you. You can't get a read on him. Uh-oh. He's gone dark, deep, deep into his heart. Let's take a look here. What is going on? You keep bumping into him still. Let's take a look here and see what's going on. Current feelings. Well, okay. Well, they still have stuff here. Let me show you all these, and we'll just see what's going on with why they're feeling distant. They've got the King of Wands, which this does talk about that you know, they are able to control their energy. They're able to understand, um, where they're investing the energy, what they're doing, and I feel like they really are trying to get their energy under control because they've got the Ace of Cups, which they have these feelings of love that are there, and the Ace of Wands. So they have the new passion, the new love energy towards you, because that was our question where it was their feelings towards you. So they've got all this going on in there. And even the Six of Wands, which is this feeling of victory, of being seen, of standing out. And so they feel like all of this on the inside. So let's take a look here. It's all existing there, but it's like, what's caused this fog? Let's see what they want here. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Wow. So, they've got this feeling of wanting to stand up for themselves, but there's also, I feel like they've been getting bombarded a lot by individuals. It's almost feels like their life has just been demanding so much. I feel like they kind of withdrawn and shut down here. Feels like their outside world has been feeling very um disappointing and lacking and empty, which doesn't have anything to do with us because we can't ever make anyone happy. We have to find our happiness on the inside, right? We can make it easier or harder for people to choose unconditional love or fear, self-love or self-hate, but we can't fulfill any of that. We all have to find that on the inside, right? Well, I feel like what's happening with them is they just feel like their life is, um, all of this just like empty, 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 and they're looking for something. They're looking for some new ideas to come in, something that changes how they're perceiving their world and how they're perceiving themselves. They're just looking for these new opportunities in the outside world. So I just feel like they just feel like bored with the world in a way. Just and they're just like, I have all this, but I just feel like with everything else, it's just going to oh, that you moved on to. Well, they've got the trying to be true to the authentic self, and I feel like they're trying to find out who they really are and who they really want to be. Something has changed here with this the Tower card. I feel like something got um moved out of their life, or so you feel like he thinks you've moved on. So he thinks that you've left his life, that uh well, that definitely can be a combination here because I feel like they're trying to find themselves at the same time too, right? You're like, I don't know, who knows? But I feel like they are trying to find their peace of mind here. They're trying to figure things out, and I feel like that's why they've kind of have stepped back here. But that does make sense here. If you feel he thinks you've moved on, then if you haven't, then letting them know that. could change things a bit too. He'll figure it out. Yeah, he'll figure it out. We all do, right? And we'll figure it out in the exact right timing, right? And never before when we've learned enough, then we're like, "Ah, there we go. There's the exit ramp." Uh, you can't really tell him. Well well, showing is different, right? Because we can tell someone something, but until we show them, and sometimes we tell people by showing them, we don't need to tell them, right? And it depends on what their love language is too. So interesting. So it's all down there inside. But that makes sense if he feels that you've moved on with that giant tower, then that's why they're protecting themselves as well. But I feel like there's so much more. Yeah, King of Wands again, controlling their energy, controlling their passions and what's going on in their life. Yeah, it's just the fears. Whatever's going on with this, that King of Wands just shows all this energy, all this stuff, all those seven of wands, or the six, because he's got the seventh, but the six wands that are all just felt like things were coming at him from all sides, but feeling empty about all of this stuff too. And he's just like, I just feel like that he felt like he was existing and he wants to live. He needs to find life within. It's like Frankenstein getting hit by the lightning bolt. That's the tower. It's like all those Frankenstein movies. Let's put the Frankenstein up and then they get hit by the lightning. Live, live. Come on, beep. But they're like, come on, live. So they're going through their little wonderful journey. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty. So that's what they have for you, Julia. And I've just a couple minutes left here. He wants to live. Yeah. So, Somya, for my last 4 minutes here, you are very welcome. You want to know the reason why you feel suffocated sometimes? Your angel message. Okay. Yeah, I feel here, Somya, you've got this dream of how you feel like you're supposed to be fulfilled and this emotion, and I feel like you've been given a dream that's not yours. And I feel like you're on this adventure here with this Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight. So maybe the suffocation is things are taking too freaking long. But we've also got, that they're in search of, in questing after this Ace of Pentacles, which is about seeing your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And that suffocating feeling is when you have the fears of not being worthy to receive this dream that's been given to you, but it's not your dream because when you have your dream, you don't feel that way so much, right? And I feel like you're in this quest to understand your worth in relationship to the outside world, and you're going through a process of questioning your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets around who you are to be. What do I want to be? Who do I want to be with? What do I want to do? How do I uniquely want to share this beautiful gift of my love, my unconditional love in my heart with the world? How do I want to do that? And I feel like it's this discovery. And when you feel suffocated, when you feel that's the fear coming in, it's you feel like the restriction of supposed to and should and need to and have to and must, and the fear of letting people down, the fear of rejection, the fear of if I said failure, of losing conditional love. And I feel like this is what you're learning through and what you're transforming through. So I feel like that's what spirit wants you to look at right now is what are your fears? What when the suffocating feeling comes, when you start to feel it, take deep breaths, come back to the moment so that you can stay out of the fight or flight mode, and that's when, or after, if you go into fear, that's how we start. We eventually calm down, and then we're able to reflect and go, "What was I fearing? And is it really a valid fear?" Really, there is nothing to fear, because when we connect to that inner love, inward and upward, that Ace of Pentacles, we find our wholeness and completeness from the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realm. And then it changes how we view ourselves and everything else in the world, too. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Somya. Thank you guys again, all of you, for all the thumbs up and for all of the thirst for spirit. I'm going to be headed off. If you want to join, as a member, if you join as a praying mantis level, you can join me in the next free readings. We're going into a new session for praying mantis members only. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And just know, as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your lives, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you again, much love to you. You guys hang in there and take care. We'll see you.